Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, welcome back to Seattle College's Conversations With, and I'm excited because I've cajoled and pestered this young lady to come onto my show for, weeks now? It's like, you gotta come on my show.
Yeah, honestly.
And we're finally here. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from exactly, and what you're studying.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Tokozani Sheren Sibo. That's very long.
That's a great name.
But you can... almost everyone calls me Sheren, so that's Sheren.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Malawi. That's in the southeast of Africa, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Malawi, Lilongwe. Lilongwe is the capital city. And I'm a business major.
Hey, business majors. So, Lilongwe bigger or smaller than Seattle?
Oh, it's way smaller than Seattle.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, how many people are in?
In Lilongwe?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But it feels a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's definitely smaller. I think Seattle's kind of bigger than Malawi.
And do you live like downtown Lilongwe, or do you like live outside the city?
I live downtown.
You
Yeah,
do?
downtown. Yeah, definitely downtown.
That's cool. Is there a lot of things to do in Lilongwe? I mean, I've never been to Malawi. I've been to Zambia, but I haven't been to Malawi.
There's a lot. I think there's a lot of things. Well, I like going to different cafes and restaurants, trying out different food, right? And before I left, I found out that there was a lot of really cool restaurants and cafes in like really hidden locations for some reason.
Yeah.
But they're amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do in Lilongwe. But if you want to do a lot of stuff, like if you go to Malawi and you want to like try amazing stuff and just go to like a good vacay place spot, go to Mangochi.
What's that?
Mangochi is a district in Malawi. So we go by districts and not states.
Instead of states,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's Mangochi. It's a pretty dope place. You can go to Livingstonia Beach. It's in Salima. That's another district.
Must be a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like this lakes, like the lake is like the go-to for vacays.
Okay.
So
It's not a big country, right? It's really pretty small.
yeah, it's small. I mean, it's bigger than if you compare it to Rwanda, I don't know. It's 2 times bigger than Rwanda.
Is it?
Yeah, Rwanda's pretty small, so
Rwanda is pretty small, that's
Yeah.
true. But it would be much smaller than the state of Washington,
yes.
where you're at now. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So if you were to drive from one side of the country to the other, how long would it take?
Not sure.
You're not sure.
I would be lying to you if I told you.
Do you have a car in Malawi?
My parents bought us a car.
She has it there.
Yeah.
What do your parents do?
They're business owners. Like they have their own businesses.
Cool. Have they been to the U.S.?
No.
What?
Crazy.
Welcome
I'm
to
the first
US.
person to come to the U.S. in my family.
That's right. So let's go back to when you were in Malawi then. Did you always know you wanted to be an international student? Or did your mom or dad come to you one day and say, hey, you're going to go overseas to study?
Crazy thing is, right?
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to the UK.
Oh.
Like, I wanted to go to, like, what was it called? Cambridge
Yeah.
University? Or something in the UK. But my parents had other plans. They were like, you should go to Canada. And I applied for the Canadian visa, right? But it didn't work out.
Like they denied your visa?
No, like, I just never got an email.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't told anything. So
Our good fortune.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then I applied for the this visa,
and
first try I got it.
That's great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow. Okay, so you had thought about going to Canada. You ended up coming here, but why Seattle?
Oh,
Because it's a big country. You could have gone to New York or Texas.
True. Because Seattle is closer to Canada.
That's true.
And I have relatives in Canada.
Oh.
So if I wanted to go to Canada, it wouldn't be that difficult, right? Yeah.
Where are they? Vancouver?
Vancouver, yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Like, they're everywhere.
And have you been to Vancouver yet?
No, I haven't been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Might go.
You might go.
Yeah.
Well, you'll need a tourist visa in order to go
Yeah.
into Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what, do you just apply for that?
Yeah, I actually wanted to do that. So I could maybe go this year.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
really close.
Exactly.
You can get the train and go
Yeah.
right over.
Wait, international students can take the train to Vancouver?
Yes.
That's
I mean, as long as you have your visa
Yeah.
and everything's good to go, you just catch I think there's 2 or 3 a day that leave from Seattle, King Station,
yeah.
and it'll take you right up to Vancouver. In fact, I rode the train last night to Mount Vernon,
Oh,
and if I had stayed on that train, it would have taken me right into Vancouver. And it's pretty cheap. I mean, for American prices, it's a lot cheaper than flying. Yeah.
how much is it?
Well, my trip to Mount Vernon was only $14, so it was probably $30 to go to.
No way, $14?
Yeah, it was only $14.
That's
So it's
okay.
cheap, and it's really comfortable. They've got a cafe right on the train. You get
that's pretty
coffee
cool.
or a hamburger or whatever.
Okay,
It's pretty
think
good.
about that.
Check it out. Okay, so you knew you were coming. You applied to Seattle colleges.
Yeah.
How did you hear about our school?
Oh, I'm not the one who did the whole application thing. My uncles were the ones doing it for me.
Gotcha.
Right? They were like, okay, so what's the closest place to Canada
Sure.
and is within our budget?
Yeah, good.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Central.
And do you know how they heard about us? Because there's a lot of community colleges in the Seattle area.
Yeah.
We're the only one in the city of Seattle.
Sure.
But do you know how they decided?
No.
Don't?
No.
And
sure.
did you know anything about community colleges before you came?
No, actually. I was like, when I came here, I was so confused. I was like, what is the difference between college and universities,
Mm-hmm.
right? And along the way, I learned that this place is a 2-year, I don't know, they offer 2-year, what's it called? 2-year
Transfer degrees?
Yeah. And I was like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
this is new.
But
What
but it's university work, right?
Yeah,
You're doing
exactly.
university work, yeah.
Yeah, in community, I still don't understand that.
So in the United States, when you graduate from high school,
Yeah.
you really have 2 ways to go. There's a lot of things you can do, but if you want a higher education,
Yeah.
you go either start at a community college or you just go straight to a 4-year university. Either way,
Yeah.
you're doing university work. One is just you do your 2 years, then transfer and do your last 2 years at a university, and you end up with a bachelor's degree. Either way, you end up with a bachelor's degree. So you'll 2 years done here, get your associates, transfer, and then do your last 2 years.
And get a bachelor's.
Yeah. Do you know where you want to transfer?
I was thinking Seattle University or Seattle Pacific University or UW.
Cool. Those are all great schools.
Yeah.
Have you visited those campuses?
I've been to the UW campus. I haven't been to the Seattle Pacific one or the Seattle University.
Yeah.
I've just passed by the Seattle University.
It's just right over there.
Yeah.
Super close.
Yeah.
I've done podcast interviews with the outreach people from both Seattle University and Seattle Pacific, so you can watch those on YouTube. Watch the interviews with those guys. They talk about their schools a lot, and they invite you to come to their schools to do tours. They'll give you tours. They have transfer scholarships, which is really great.
Yeah.
A lot of students are looking for that kind of extra help financially, and they offer really good packages. I don't know much about what University of Washington has to offer, but you definitely can get transfer scholarships for those schools.
Cool. I'll definitely consider that.
Definitely, yeah. And I learned today, because I did an interview with another business major, and she told me if you go to UW, you first have to apply to get general admission to the university. Then you have to do a second application to get accepted to their business school.
Wow. Okay.
So it's like writing a personal statement just to get into UW and then writing another personal statement to get into the business school, and it's 2 separate things. So if you're thinking of going that route, do a little bit of research. And there's probably a lot of students out there listening to this program that are thinking about it as well. just know if you go to UW, it's kind of a 2-stage process. So do your research before you go. And we have counselors that can help you with that if you need it.
Right. Yeah, I definitely need to talk to a counselor.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been here? I can't remember when you started.
This is my third quarter.
Third quarter.
Yeah.
So, we have transfer fairs in the fall and in the winter. So that's where universities come and they set up tables.
Yeah.
And they'll talk to you and they'll explain why you might want to think about coming to their school. And then they'll give you an idea of if they offer transfer scholarships. Both those schools, Seattle U and Seattle Pacific and the UW, they all attend that transfer fair, so you can talk to them directly. And if you just want to explore other ideas, like University of Oregon is there, or say San Jose State University is there.
Is it not difficult to like transfer outside of Seattle? No?
Nope.
It's not?
No, you go to Florida or New York or Texas or Wisconsin.
Or Canada?
No problem. Well, Canada's a different country.
Right.
But we've had Canadian schools represented at our transfer fair in the past.
Okay.
So if they're there, you could talk to them. So there's no reason you couldn't necessarily transfer to Canada.
Yeah.
But you'd want to do your research beforehand
Definitely.
to make sure that your credits transfer. Might want to talk to them about the visa process because you'd have to get a whole different visa. It'd be kind of different, but it's possible.
Totally. It's definitely possible.
Anything is possible in my opinion. Well, almost anything.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So you applied or got help from your uncles to apply.
Yeah.
You got accepted, and then you went to the embassy in London and did an interview, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get the appointment? What was your waiting time?
To get the appointment to the embassy for the interview?
Yeah, so once we gave you your I-20,
Yeah.
there's a waiting time between then and when you can actually go in to do your interview.
I think it was like a month or two.
Okay, that's about right. Yeah. So if you're in Africa, this doesn't apply to all parts of the world, but I'm the outreach guy for Africa. I know that it takes time, guys. Make sure you plan ahead. Can take up to 60 days in some cases. I think Nairobi right now is 59 days waiting period. So make sure you look into that so that you can plan accordingly. Some students think, I'll just apply and then I'll go right away. And it's no, that's probably not happening.
I've heard people say that they applied and got the interview, but had to do it 10 times to actually get accepted.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's so.
That's
wow.
a lot.
Yeah, and watch the videos. Watch the videos on YouTube. Watch how the interviews go. Take notes. Definitely have to take notes. Make sure you know your information, the financial information. Make sure you know where you're going, the school, what you're doing there, who you're going to be with, and if you're not going to be staying there with anyone, where you're going to stay. Everything. It matters.
This is some of the best advice I've heard. Yeah, this is really good information.
Yeah. Luckily, they did not it wasn't that stressful for me because the interview went by so fast. It was so fast.
10 minutes?
10 minutes is too much, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was really fast.
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of questions they asked?
Yeah. They were like, where are you going? What is your major? Why are you studying that major? They just asked for my, the financial information that my parents gave me. And they asked me, what are my intentions after I graduate?
Of course they asked that. Yeah. What are your intentions after you graduate?
So I study here, and I go back to Malawi and help my parents with their business. Cool. Yeah. Right. So you have to convince them that you're not trying to stay here.
Yeah, they worry about that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the program is kind of set up. We love international students in the U.S. because they offer diversity for our domestic students that they wouldn't get otherwise. A lot of U.S. students don't travel overseas. So we bring people from around the world here, and they get to meet people like you, and they're like, where's Malawi? They don't even know, And so it's really great that you're here. And then we hope that, international students will go home, and then they'll make their countries better, and the whole world will be a better place. Yeah. That's the goal. Well, that's really cool. And you got it on your first try.
Yeah. I was so lucky.
That is pretty lucky.
Yeah.
The approval rate on the first try in Africa is not super high.
Yeah, it isn't.
So that's really amazing that you did. You must have done really great preparation. Now, great preparation doesn't guarantee you'll get it on the first time.
That's very true.
But like she said, if you don't get it on your first try, don't despair because you can try again. Yeah. But if you try again, they want to know what's different this time.
Yeah.
Like, did you buy property? Something that attaches you to your country, or maybe you've done some traveling and you have a history now of traveling in and out of the country. I don't know, but usually they want to see something different. Mm. Oh. Were you nervous before you flew out?
Yeah, I was. It was my first time flying alone, actually.
Out of the country, ever?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so scary. To be honest,
yeah,
I was super scared. So I didn't have my phone. Like I got a new on the day I was leaving. My mom decided to give me a new phone without a SIM card.
Oh
right?
No!
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't call anyone, but I thought about it. I was like, okay, let me just write down some numbers,
right?
Just in case I need someone to talk to.
Help you.
Yeah, to help me as well.
That's smart.
And I think I had my next flight. We stopped in Netherlands. I think it was Netherlands.
Mm-hmm. Probably Amsterdam.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And while getting on my next flight, while I was on the line, they asked for my I-20, and I realized I did not have it. Right.
What?
I know. I thought I had everything.
You need your I-20, guys.
You need to take your
I-20. You can forget your shoes and your coat, but make sure you have your I-20.
That's true. And so I had to call my uncle on someone else's phone, and I had his number on that paper. So I called him, right? I called him, and he sent me the I-20, and I had to go print it out. And it was 5 minutes before the gate closed.
That's crazy.
I was so nervous. I was like, I'm flying alone, and on my first time flying alone, I'm gonna be left behind.
Oh man, that is a stressful way to start your career here at this school.
Crazy, but I'm so glad I got on the flight. So.
Well, you were very smart. I really like that you thought ahead to do that. That's good advice for you guys. So you flew alone. You flew to Amsterdam and then Amsterdam to Seattle.
Yeah.
When you arrived, what time did you get here?
Here in
was
Seattle?
Was it at night or was it in the day?
It was in the day.
Oh, that's good.
It was around 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my flight was delayed 1 hour to an hour.
And did you already have a place to stay?
My uncles picked me up from the airport.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we stayed in Linwood.
Linwood, yeah. North of the city a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, actually.
Ah, do they live in Linwood?
No.
Oh, okay.
They just came here to pick me up and show me the place.
Sure.
Because I was I don't think I would have gotten around alone, honestly.
It's, a little scary if you've never done that kind of thing before.
And I don't know, they paid for the room and did that for me. So,
so nice.
I didn't have any money. So they had to do that for me.
That's great.
Yeah.
So then what did you do for housing that first quarter that you were here?
I moved into the housing they have.
Right across the street.
It was really good. The RA is really fun. Her name's Sophia.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Shout out to Sophia.
She's a really good RA.
Yeah. She's from Burma.
Yeah, she's from Burma. And she plans a lot of things to get people together, and it's really fun, honestly.
That's cool.
Yeah. So if you guys are thinking of moving into the international housing, definitely do it. First quarter, definitely do it.
So when you moved in, did you move into a 2-person, 3-person, or 4-person room?
4-person.
Okay. Yeah. And did you have 3 different roommates?
First quarter I had 1 roommate, so we had the entire room to ourselves.
Wow, that's great.
It was amazing.
And where was your roommate from?
Burundi.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I know who that is.
You do?
Yeah. She was on the show. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
I think she's the only student from Burundi that we have. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think so.
That is incredible.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And now?
Now, I don't live there anymore.
Oh, where'd you go?
I moved to First Hill.
First Hill. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Apartment?
Yeah.
Like a studio?
A 1-bedroom.
Oh, so do you have Do you have a roommate or you just live alone?
I moved
That's
with
so
my
cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Did you find your roommate here at the school?
The one I was staying with in the dorms.
Right.
Yeah.
So you asked around, who wants to get a place?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really
Because she was also planning to move out.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I was planning to move out too. So
Right.
let's move out together.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
That's what happens. So a lot of students, and if you're out there listening, a lot of students who start at housing, which is a really great place to start. Mm-hmm. And then after they get comfortable with the city, then they'll find a place and move out.
Yeah. It's very good to, like, if you find a nice, good housing option, definitely go for it. Cause it's better on your money as well.
Was it hard to find a place? Like
Kinda.
an apartment?
Kind of.
Some people say it's hard to find housing in Seattle, but I mean, there's quite a few places available, in my opinion.
There's a lot, but like, especially when you're like a college student, like, you have a tight budget.
A tight budget, that's true, yeah.
Right. And you're like, okay, so there's a lot of studios, like, that are here, 1 bedrooms and all that, but finding the right one is the difficult
Takes
part.
a little time.
Yeah.
So you are able to work in your studies around looking for a place at the same time.
Yeah.
So you've been here a few quarters, taking business classes now?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm taking business law and accounting.
Ah.
Yeah.
So business law definitely has an American perspective, right?
Yes.
It's case law rather than common law.
Like, I was actually in the class today. I was like, wait, I'm learning so many things about the United States, but I'm not going to be here doing business. I mean, I might think about it, right?
Sure.
But how does it apply to Malawi?
That's a really great question. And what does your professor say?
I did not ask my professor
You
that.
should. You should ask your professor.
I did not think of asking her that. Yeah, I should ask her.
Yeah, I mean, they might be able to give you some really interesting perspectives on how you might be able to use what you learn in their class towards a different system of law.
Yeah.
Like, I'm guessing, is Malawi a Commonwealth country?
Commonwealth? Like
Like Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, they're all Commonwealth because they used to be part of the UK.
I'm not sure.
Right, okay. Interesting. So can you guys go, do you have a rugby team?
No.
Okay.
South does, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course. A really good team,
Very
by the way.
good, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you play sports, just out of curiosity?
Yes.
What do you play?
Basketball.
Oh, nice. Do you play here at the school?
I want to start. Actually, I just joined a basketball team.
A team?
Okay, wait, a club.
A club, okay.
Yeah. I want to try, taking it seriously and maybe use it as, I don't know, to get into a good university.
That's a great idea.
Or I also like playing it for fun because back home, like in Malawi, my brother and I used to play basketball a lot together.
That's cool.
Because he plays basketball and he'd be like, come play with me! Practice with me!
Sure.
Because at home he didn't have anyone to practice with, so I was practice partner. So yeah.
So the club is it part of the
school?
It is part of the school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And is it at Central or is it at North?
Central.
Oh, because I saw North has a team too.
Yeah, it does. And South too, doesn't it?
So will you guys play them?
I played them once.
Uh-huh.
It was a bunch of tall dudes and oh my god, they were so giant. But
Wait a minute, is it co-ed?
Like are they
Mixed men and women together?
there was 2 females.
Oh, interesting.
Only. So it was me and some other girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
they let us play.
They should, absolutely. That's great.
I was glad they did.
And where's the other student, other female from other country, international student?
I didn't ask her.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Well, if you want to play basketball, I know there's so many students that I talk to that want to play basketball. You can get on a club team here.
Yeah.
We do not have a team that you can get a scholarship for and play for. That's not what we have here. There are some community colleges that offer that. We don't.
Yeah.
But we do have club sports, so you can play. Or you can just go over and do pickup games and that kind of stuff too.
It's fun.
It is fun. I like to do it.
And you can get to meet new people too.
Yes.
And
that's a great way to meet people.
Yeah. So that's dope.
And South has a really nice gym. If you've been out there.
No, I've never been to the South.
Really nice.
Isn't
It's
South
brand
so
new, in
far,
fact.
though?
It's a little far. You can take a bus. Like, you can go downtown and catch a bus and be out there in a half hour. So from here to there, it's 15, 20 minutes. And if you time it just right, you catch that bus and you're out there. But, if you allow an hour, so it is a ways. Definitely not as convenient as
This one.
the Mac Center, which is right here. That's awesome. Well, that's good. That's good. Do you do any other like extracurricular activities other than basketball? Yeah. Like, are you on any other clubs or?
I joined the the climbing club last quarter. I went there like 3 times, but I couldn't manage to go. Like, I haven't been able to go for a while because I've been like, my schedule has been so
it's just busy.
Yeah.
Is it indoor rock climbing, or do they like go places and
It's
rock
indoor
climbing? Okay.
rock climbing. They go to we used to go to one at I can't remember the name of the place, but now they go to the U District one.
Oh, okay.
There's a U District Seattle Bouldering Project. It's called.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. People should join the climbing club.
You like climbing?
I love climbing.
So, is it big in Malawi?
It's not. I don't think it is.
Not super big.
Yeah, I used to go hiking with my dad, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I could try something else. Instead of hiking. I was like, I thought we would go outdoor rock climbing, but turns out it was indoor climbing.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's the same thing.
Okay, when I was in Cape Town, a lot of great rocks around.
Yeah.
But I would worry that the baboons would like throw things at us.
Oh.
Or something like that. Do you have that worry when you're in Malawi?
No.
Like when you're out hiking, or
no
lions are going to come and eat you or anything?
We don't have. I don't think. Oh my God.
Typical American thinking there's just lions everywhere. Right? There's not. I know. I've been there.
No lions.
Yeah, when I was in Lusaka, not one elephant. What's
Like,
up with that? You have to go out in the...
You have to go to the national parks for you to actually see that stuff.
But I mean, if you didn't know, I mean, I'd go hiking around, like, I'd be worried that...
Yeah.
So it's always good to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Have you hiked here in the U.S. yet?
No, I really want to, though.
Yeah. So the international students have activities every quarter. So I know that this quarter in the winter, they're doing snow tubing up at up in the mountains.
Sounds good.
So you can go out and play in the snow. Have you been to the snow yet?
No.
There you go.
Guys, I came here and I thought, guys, I'm going to see snow for the first time. And they tell me Seattle does not snow. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it rarely snows in the city. Yeah, rarely. But just 45 minutes to an hour, you can be in the snow for sure.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely trying that.
Yeah. And are you part of the, I know that, do you know Telvin Kameta?
Yeah.
He started the Africa Club not too long ago. Are you part of that?
Yes, I am.
What have you guys been doing in that club? Like, what kinds of activities have you had?
We had a game day at a time.
Oh, that's cool.
We played indoor sports like football.
Okay.
No, sorry, soccer. I think there's a difference.
Yeah.
And we played some other games.
So it's just kind of a social opportunity to
Yeah.
get together and meet people.
And we also have food. African food.
Yeah.
Western African.
So let's talk about Malawi.
All right.
You know, because the food from one part of Africa to the other is different if you're out there and you don't know any different. So, like, is it radically different from, say, if I just go from Malawi into Zambia, will I notice the difference in food? Or is it pretty close to the same?
It's pretty close.
Okay.
I think it's pretty close. I haven't been to Zambia, though, so I wouldn't...
Oh, okay.
But I think it's pretty close, because we have Nsima, something called Nsima. I think it's fufu.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's really good. Try it. Yeah.
It's really good. And there's this fish called jumbo. It's practically tilapia. I don't know if that's...
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
But, like, jumbo in Malawi just hits different, right? So, for it to hit very different, you need to go to Salima and eat it by the lake.
That's great advice.
Have jumbo and sima and, like, a side of, what's it called? Veggies.
Yeah.
I think they're pumpkin leaves. I'm not sure.
Yes, that's right. That's really good.
It's really good.
Have you found any good... I'm guessing a Malawian restaurant is probably not...
Yeah.
Have you found an African restaurant in Seattle that you like?
No.
Not yet?
No.
I know there are some, because I've interviewed a number of African students, and they've told... Like, I think in South Seattle, there's quite a number of them.
Oh, that's...
Because I think there's a pretty good African community in the southern part of Seattle, but you can ask around where the good ones are.
Definitely. Someone told me there's one in Northgate.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, Northgate has a lot of good restaurants. I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
I know there's Ethiopian restaurants out that way.
I've seen one. It's like down the street.
Mm-hmm. Do you like Ethiopian food?
I've never tried it.
It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Actually, I just like food. So
Me too. I'm a foodie.
Nowhere I go, I'm happy. Yeah. West Africa, it's all so good. Yeah, it's really good.
It is.
What's your favorite dish from Malawi?
Definitely Nsima.
Okay, that's cool. So give it a try, guys.
Yeah, you should definitely give it a try.
Can you
Nsima?
cook?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can.
okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So if you get homesick, you can just make up your own food.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
And have it with beef, guys.
Yeah.
Beef or chambo. It's different.
Yeah.
Trust me.
All right.
And have it hot, please. Don't let it get cold.
That's right.
But, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you real quick. I know we're running out of time, but have you applied for any scholarships since you've been here?
No,
Not
I
yet.
haven't applied for any scholarships, but I was definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
I should actually apply and see if I can get one.
Starting next Wednesday. This podcast is being done on the 9th of January. So next week, on the 15th, the foundation scholarship opens for applications. That window is only open for just a couple months, so make sure you get your application in.
I have to do that, yeah.
It's open to all international students. Half of them who apply get the scholarship. The average award is between $3,500 and $4,500 with a maximum of $5,000. And if you don't get it on your first try again because you can apply every year. So it's
that's
good.
good.
I know a number of international students that have received various amounts on the award, but yeah, they can get it.
Absolutely doing that. I have to do that.
What about Phi Theta Kappa? Are your grades really high?
How high is really high?
I don't know. So Phi Theta Kappa is kind of I think it's an academic organization. Like if you get good grades, they invite you into it.
Oh.
And if you get invited into Phi Theta Kappa, I think they have a scholarship available for international students as well. It's something to look into.
Okay. So they're the ones that invite you.
I think if your grade point is pretty high, then you could, I think it has to be like a 3.5 or better. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up online, but yeah, something like that. Just keep those grades high.
I have to look that up.
Look it up. There's money out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you aren't currently working on campus, right?
Yeah, I was thinking of getting a job.
All right.
Yeah.
You can work on campus up to 20 hours a week. Just ask around.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know how many jobs are out there. I haven't heard of any that are open at the moment, but they're out there, I know. Usually right as people are graduating, jobs open up. So always near the end of a quarter, be looking around for sure.
Someone told me to look around in the spring quarter, like before the spring quarter.
Yeah,
There's
because
a lot of
people are getting ready to
graduate.
Yeah. How much more time? So you've been here 3 quarters, so you have a full another year here before you go to UW or Seattle Pacific or whatever.
I mean, I could always graduate. If I take 15 credits in the next quarter, then I'll probably be done.
Speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So might stay here longer or maybe shorten it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, do you hear that? It means it's trivia time. Dun, dun, dun. This is the part where we ask 5 questions. If you get them all right, you're on the Wall of Fame.
Okay.
If you don't, just cry yourself to sleep tonight. Okay, here's the first question. The first question is, Washington is just south of what country?
Oh my goodness.
The state of... What is it?
The state of what? Washington?
The state of Washington, where you're at, is just south of which country?
Canada?
Yes, it's Canada. Canada is just to the north, and your family's there, so you'll want to go check it out.
Totally.
You can get that 2-country experience if you come to Seattle. It's really great.
Honestly, yeah, guys, it's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Okay, second question. We have 3 national parks surrounding the city of Seattle. Can you name one of those national parks? It's a tough one.
No.
Yeah.
Rainier?
Rainier? Yeah, Mount Rainier
Mount
National
Rainier.
Park.
Okay.
Woo! Nice job. Yeah, Mount Rainier National Park. Also, we have Olympic National Park. So, like, if you look across the water and you see all those mountains, that's the Olympics. And then up north, we have North Cascades National Park, which you can see from my backyard, which is pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, question number 3. If you want to remain in status, how many credits do you need to take each quarter?
Minimum of 12 credits.
That's correct. Next question. And of those 12, how many need to be in-person or hybrid classes?
7 credits?
Yes! Bam! Knocking this out of the park. Great. Last question. Number 5. This one's the hardest. What was the last movie you saw?
Dang. I don't watch movies. Okay,
What?
let's see.
Or Netflix series, like maybe you watch TV.
Oh, it was Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it good?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, made me cry.
And you saw it in a theater?
Oh no,
Yep.
I was watching it on my laptop.
You watched it on your laptop. Okay. Have you been into a movie theater in the U.S. yet?
No.
You should do it at least once just for the experience.
Yeah, I wanted to go watch Moana 2.
Oh, yeah, it's out. Yeah, right now. Go check it out. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it either.
Which is nice.
I did see Nosferatu this week. It's the new movie about Dracula or the vampires or whatever.
Yeah. How was it?
Beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Is a beautiful movie from a technical standpoint, but I'm not into gothic horror very much, so I didn't enjoy the movie like some people probably do. But I mean, it's just a beautiful movie, but yeah, I didn't care for it too much.
Stuff like it.
No,
Or-
I just don't like horror very much, as
Oh.
it turns out. I like movies that don't scare the crap out of me, basically.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it wasn't super scary anyway. Nosferatu wasn't very scary.
Oh.
Although
Disappointing.
there are some parts that try to get you to jump, but I didn't jump very much. It was, I
Pretty nonchalant guy.
yeah.
Right.
It was pretty good. All right. Well, the final question. Well, first of all, I always ask my guests if they'll say something in their first language or a language from their home country.
Yeah.
And you are going to share which language?
Chichewa from
Chichewa.
Malawi.
From Malawi. Here we go.
Okay.
And you can say whatever you want, even if it's just saying hello to your family back home, or if you want to offer, something to students back there, whatever. It's always tough.
Okay. Yeah. Guys. Nsima ndaisowa. And I said, guys, I really miss eating nsima.
Can you do a little more than that?
Okay, let's see. Dzina langa ndi Toko. Ndimakhala kulilongwe. My name is Toko. I live in Lilongwe.
Perfect. All right. Great. Nice.
Toko is half for Tokozani. But yeah.
Cool.
That's actually also a Chichewa name. It means, Tokozani means, I think it's grateful. Tokozani. Yeah,
Nice.
I think. I'm not very good
Tokozani.
with Chichewa. Tokozani, yeah.
Ah, cool.
I'm
If,
actually...
if you talk to someone from Kenya, can you understand each other?
No.
No, it's very
Swahili?
different. Yeah.
Swahili is...
Quite different.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know how
Have some
much
similarities,
overlap.
though.
Yeah. Okay, and then the final thing I ask is, you've been through the process now. You've flown here by yourself. You've been on airplanes.
Yeah.
Started registering for classes. Like, what kind of advice would you give someone back in your region if they're thinking about becoming an international student? Maybe they're thinking about Seattle. Maybe they're thinking about Seattle colleges or community colleges. What kind of advice would you give them?
Guys, it's very different. People smile at each other here. You have to be nice.
People smile at you in Africa too.
Okay, yeah, true. But like, I was kind of taken aback. I was like, everyone is so nice here, But if you're planning on becoming an international student, definitely try to be ready for different ways of doing things, like different environment. People are very they're vocal right? They speak out. Maybe I was just raised in a different environment, but like whenever like, people say whatever's on their mind, whenever, and I think I don't have that much advice.
Well, that's actually really good stuff, honestly. When you were in Malawi, did you go to a public or a private school?
I went to a private school. Yeah.
And it was it just girls or was it co-ed?
Co-ed.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're out in Malawi, let me know you want to come to school here. We'll get you helped out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast. We're here every Wednesday. And we try to give good advice and helpful information and just meet interesting people. So thanks again.
Totally. It was amazing.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle Colleges. Please reach out to us via our website or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.